بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة الأبدية على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. السلام عليكم my beloved ones ورحمة الله وبركاته. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. عظم الله أجورنا وأجوركم on the martyrdom of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib salamullah alayh. And as long as we are living in these sad days of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib salamullah alayh and the household of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib salamullah alayh, it would be nice that we try to learn some points of Marifat from Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib salamullah alayh. So one of the quotes of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib related to Marifat is the famous quote which we hear a lot on the member. Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasallam said, لو كشف لي الغطاء ما ازددت يقينا. If the curtains are if the curtains are away, okay, the veils are away, the covers are away, my iman, my yaqeen, my certainty in reality, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, would not increase. مَزْدَدْتُ يَقِينًا. That means there will be no ziyada in my yaqeen. Why? Because remember, we have nafs, this curtain, and that nafs becomes polluted, contaminated, becomes filthy, becomes piled with junk that prevents us from feeling the existence of Allah, feeling the reality, ultimate reality, the God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We cannot feel His presence around us, with us, because He's everywhere. In me, in you, out of me, out of you. There's no place limits Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, but this nafs blinds us from feeling if it's filthy. Since Amir al-Mu'minin's nafs, salamullah, is pure and he keeps it, prevents it from being contaminated, from continuous connection and bond with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Amir al-Mu'minin salamullah alayh says this statement. Though his yaqeen is to that highest level, there's no level higher than that. Because yaqeen has maratib, has levels. And the more our nafs becomes pure, the more higher our yaqeen becomes. Our certainty about the reality, about the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this nafs and this curtains, because we know our ruh is the light, can detect Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in every moment of our life. But this curtains, the nafs, the jacket of desires, covers our ruh, covers our nur, covers our intellect. And that is what Amir al-Mu'minin salamullah has, that this cover is as there's no cover. However, if you recall in our previous session, we mentioned that Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salatu wasalam is waiting that even this transparent cover is a cover. Imam Zainul Abidin doesn't want any cover between him and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No nafs. Same thing Amir al-Mu'minin salam. So yaqeen is something in this world reaching highest level as there is no curtain, as there is no nafs. But the fact is there is nafs. And that bothers Amir al-Mu'minin salamullah alayhi. Ya Allah, when will I get rid of this prison? I'm in the prison of this transparent prison. I can see you, that means see you with my heart. I can feel your existence. But yet there is something between me and you. For them, that's why for Qasim alayhi salam, son of Imam Hassan, it is sweeter than the honey, the death. That's why when Amir Mu'minin salamullah alayhi was struck, he said, Fustu wa Rabbil Kaaba. Allah. People say, Wa musibata, wa wailata. Amir al-Mu'minin says, Fustu. I got succeeded by the Qasam, by the Lord of the Kaaba. Fustu wa Rabbil Kaaba. That's Amir al-Mu'minin salamullah alayhi. That's the yaqeen of Amir al-Mu'minin. For him, death is relief from this prison of nafs. Dunya sijn al-mu'min. For mu'min, if a person reaches the level of iman on its highest, He starts feeling that this dunya is prison. When will I be relieved? When will I be released? When will I get out of this world? When will Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala call me? This kind of nature. If we don't have this nature, the nafs is piled with junks. We need to purify. The moment you start feeling that the akhirat is your aim, crossing this bridge of death is your aim, where you will feel the beautiful pleasure of existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala direct without any barrier of nafs. So that is Amir al-Mu'mineen Salamullah alayhi. So Amir al-Mu'mineen Salamullah alayhi, yes, his faith with nafs, without nafs is same, doesn't change because he feels the presence of Allah. But yet in some du'as and other places, Amir al-Mu'mineen is feeling like he's in prison. He wants to get out of this prison and meet his beloved Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is out of the realm of the nafs. So, لو كشف لي الغطاء مزددت يقينا. If the curtains are away, if the hidden is revealed, that means the realm of metaphysics, okay, I will not increase. My faith has reached the highest level. So that's Amir Mu'minin Salamullah alayhi. In this, you can see the lifestyle of Amir Mu'minin. There are some narrations. He says, whenever I see in front of me, I see God. Right God, left God, up God. Everywhere I see God. Because God is not limited to a place or a time. He's everywhere, in the time, out of the time, with us, out of us, in the body. He's everywhere, literally everywhere with his self, with his dhat, which many of our beloved ones, they find it difficult because of this nafs junk. But Amir al-Mu'mineen Salamullah alayhi feels the presence of that of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Many people, they find it difficult. Oh, you mean like Allah's knowledge is everywhere? You mean, okay, Allah's knowledge is Allah. Ilmullah aynu dhatih. Knowledge of God is equal to God. You cannot separate knowledge from God. You cannot separate God from knowledge. Knowledge is God. Ilmullah, knowledge of God, aynu dhatih. And when I discuss with some of our beloved shuyukhs and sadat, they say, you don't mean God is everywhere, literally. No, I mean literally. Because Imam Ali alayhi salam said so, and Imam Ali gave us intellectual direction that is in everywhere, but not depending on those things. He's in everything, but not in mixed, like his that is different, then the things are different. So there's no tajanus, okay? Like the water and sugar, it becomes mixed. So sugar is in water, water is in sugar. But there's a mixture. No, God is God and things are things. So they are two different that, however they are within each other. Okay? But with the separation of the essence. Essence of Allah is not blended like in things like people, they think that oh, like water and sugar. No, or salt and water. He's different, unique in his presence. He's there in everything and out of everything, but yet not blended with everything, because these things are creations and he's the creator. And these things are annihilating things. He is eternal. Anyhow, we don't want to go into that aqaid details, but the Amir al-Mu'mineen feels that kind of presence, which many of those people, even some of the students of knowledge, they cannot comprehend this idea where Amir al-Mu'mineen Salamullah alayhi feels the presence of that of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in everywhere and out of everywhere, here and there and everywhere. There is no place empty with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the yaqeen of Imam Ali. And we call ourselves the Shia of Imam Ali alayhi salam. How much yaqeen we have? We need to examine. Imam Ali 24/7, God is present. He's mindful of existence of God. How much mindful we are about the existence of God. This is something we need to ponder and reflect upon and see our level of ma'rifah. So this Amir Mu'minin Salamullah alayhi, great Sayyidul Arifin, the master of the mystics, okay? Those people who are seeking mysticism. Amir al-Mu'minin is a true balanced mystic. He doesn't go hyperbolic, irfani, extreme this side, and he's not too dunyawi this side. If he's in dunya, he is in akhirat. And if he's thinking of akhirat, yet he's doing his responsibility as dunya. And we end with this quote. This balanced quote is the balance of ma'rifah. Remember our Imams alayhi salam, they said Iman requires balancing time to time. Not this side, not this extreme, not that extreme. Not to become too extreme irfani that you lack your responsibilities upon you. Not too negligence about spirituality that you become totally dunyawi. So balance. So, اعمل لدنياك, work for your world as you are going to live forever. So don't neglect your dunya because you are living in it. Work for it. وَاعْمَلْ لِآخِرَتِكَ, and work for hereafter. كَأَنَّكَ تَمُوتُ غَدًا, مضمون of the hadith, as you are going to die tomorrow. So that means be prepared for death, do for your akhirah, and also be prepared to live in this world and earn livelihood, balance dunya and akhirah. That is Amir al-Mu'minin Salamullah alayhi, balancing point. That's where you get the true ma'rifah. So we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us with Amir al-Mu'minin Salamullah alayhi. Bless us the marifat of Amir al-Mu'minin Salamullah alayhi in this world and the hereafter. Bless us the shafa'at, intercession of Amir al-Mu'minin Salamullah alayhi. And to keep us always with Amir al-Mu'minin Salamullah alayhi under his wilayah. Wa akhiru da'wan alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين. رمضان रमजान यूं कायम है रमजान, सदक़े आले मोहम्मद से बाकी है इसकी शान. रमजान रमजान यूं कायम है रमजान, रमजान रमजान यूं कायम